to the Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic Random Book Review Part 2. As I was going to fix the audio, only realizing I deleted the video once it was uploaded, and so I'm attempting to do this again, so we'll see. So I'm having to refer to my Goodreads notes, and this is the Harmony Scroll, as I have managed to dig it up here on Amazon. And this is a review copy. I was going to say an editor's copy, no. So I did get all 3 books to review, and you can get yours for 99 cents. And it's a darn good series for a book. I mean, you get what you pay. Well, you don't get what you pay for, you get more than what you pay for. Now, this is the sequel to the Ribbons of Death by Edita A. Petrick. And this book was a lot more crowded than the last one. And again, these books can be read kind of standalone. They kind of refer to the first one, but it's still a very separate thing they're kind of going after. And she described it as sort of Dan Brown. I think it's more like what's the one with Drake there? The video game. They just put out a 4th one. I just watched it last night. Damn it, what the hell was it called? Nathan Drake in it, Sully. That game that I can no longer remember the thing. Hold on. It is more like the Uncharted series in kind of the different things that he's after. And in a way, it kind of ends the same, too. Where you don't know, you found it, yet you haven't found it, but you still don't feel like you lost anything. It's very much similar to the Uncharted storytelling. And this time, we will read the Dooflicky. And yeah. Oh, okay. Book 1 was Ribbons of Death, and it's the Stella Hunter mysteries, so which is kind of strange because I'm much more drawn to not Stella but Carter. He reacts the way a human being would react when given these like extraordinary circumstances, like real curses and myths, and he's like, really, it's like, let's think this through. So Carter's the one you relate to. Stella's the one you kind of want to smack every now and again because it's like, meh. So in the Harmony Scroll, which is this book, it goes almost a year to the date from when Carter braved a horrible blizzard just to be able to knock on Stella Hunter's door. The 2 are following a trail again, this time searching for a mysterious scroll that only a few unreliable historians documented in the course of time. The incantation, seared into the gold of a calfskin scroll, no 2 historians can agree on the medium, is a powerful tenet thought to be capable of removing all curses, ancient and modern, which feeds into the first book. Stella clings to her belief that she'll be able to find the lost scroll. Carter thinks she's being insanely optimistic, but follows in her footsteps because more than one life depends on his protection. Not sure who or what the 8-year-old boy Stella adopted is, the main character in the first book. But as a father who lost his teenage daughter to tragedy, he sees a child holding onto his mother's hand, and there's nothing more powerful than a child's faith that the adults around him will protect him from the dark and dangerous powers reaching for his innocent soul. Only thing is, Gabriel, the boy they're talking about, has very little to do with the book. They actually kind of pack him up and send him off, so he's just sort of mentioned briefly, so there's like no connection to Gabriel whatsoever. And in some ways it was that way in the first book, but you were introduced to him and the situation he had to deal with. This one, it's like, okay, you thought you fixed the problem, you're trying to fix the problem permanently, but it's like, oh yeah, he exists. He's just sort of, the briefcase was more, important. It was like, meh. This one was a bit more harder to read. It didn't flow as smoothly as the first one. It just sort of like if I wrote a book, is like trying to reach every single thought and just on the page. Yes. It still was enjoyable though, because at this point you got to know Carter and Stella and the different people they interact with. So there's no like wasted characters per se. Everybody sort of has a purpose, and they sort of revisit the same characters. So this one did leave pretty much a cliffhanger. So it does kind of not as bad as some, which we'll get to in the next book, but it does all feed into the thing. And in this, they really do kind of like develop the relationship. I liked the characters. I liked the story. You know, it's an enjoyable, fairly quick read. Not quite balls to the wall Dan Brown, but you know, if you're in that sort of vein, definite pickup. I liked it. I actually look forward to the third book, and she is coming out with 2 more books, so I think the next one's coming out shortly, within a couple of months, so maybe it's out by the time you see this. I'm not quite sure what the title of that one's going to be, but there's 2 of them anyways. So, thank you for watching, and the whole reason the thing got screwed up with was audio problems, so maybe you'll be able to hear my inane ramblings this time. So, thank you for watching, and happy reading! And enjoy The Harmony Scroll by Aditya A. Petrick.